There is something so sacred about the early days of spring. Feeling the warmth hit the air for the first time and knowing that from here, things will grow. Watching the world slowly come to life again inspires me to tend to the growth within myself. Early spring is the perfect time to lean deeply into self-care and connect with the freshness of the season. Even though it's still a bit too early in the season to be surrounded by flowers, I wanted to share some rituals that lift my spirits and gently raise me out of the heaviness of winter. Right now, I just feel like I can inhale so deeply, and the air feels fresh and amazing, and I don't even know how to explain this feeling. I'm sure you know what it feels like, but I feel like the air is full and vibrant and colorful and fresh. I really love all the seasons, but there's something about the transition between winter and spring that just sets my heart on fire and makes me feel alive and excited. I just love this time so much. There is something so amazing about being outside and having your face in the sun. I feel like I'm thawing out after winter. It feels so good. There are so many birds chirping. It makes me so happy. No matter where you are, no matter where you live, you can take a couple moments to be outside in the morning, and I promise you it will change your day. Even though there are so many car noises and so many planes today, there's also so many birds and the sun and the wind, and all of it's welcome. All of it. One of my favorite ways to welcome light and new energy is with a tarot spread. This is a wonderful way to set intentions to grow throughout the season. Taking the time to check within myself and have this time of introspection tells me where I should be focusing my energy and where I can let some things go. Starting a new season this way helps me to be mindful of how I'm feeling during this shift. Trusting myself to slow down when I feel called to, and knowing when to follow the urge to start a new project. I spent most of winter planning and coming up with ideas, and now it is time to allow those seeds to be planted and tended to. A good intuitive moment with my cards just further inspires me to bring forth what I already know in my heart is best for me. Every time I do a card spread, whether it's tarot or oracle cards, I am blown away by how much it resonates. Obviously, everybody reads tarot differently, and you know yourself best, so you're going to read yourself the best, but this just resonated so much. I love that I got the Fool to represent spring energy because that's exactly what it is. It's a new beginning, no expectations, nothing holding you back, just optimism. You're ready to go. And I want to trust myself while being gentle with myself and have that balance of rest and action. And I just love that for spring. I think that's so perfect. And there's been a lot of exciting things coming to fruition ever so slowly in my life. So this resonates even deeper. And this deck has been my absolute favorite. The artwork is absolutely beautiful, and I just pull all the right cards. When moving from season to season, there is so much introspection going on, especially in winter when there's a lot of internal work, a lot of rest, a lot of recuperating, and it's really important to take a moment to recognize that and understand what that season was telling you. I think for me this winter was a lot of planning, a lot of introspection, and not too much action. So this spring I want to balance of both. I want to be able to listen and understand myself and my body and my mind and what I need, but also not be afraid to take action and go after the things that I'm actually looking for. Although my overarching word for the year is gentle, I think that my word for the season is balance. That showed up a lot for me in this spread, and it just makes a lot of sense for me right now. I know that I need to trust myself more, and the cards definitely confirmed that for me. Just that trust that things will work out. Maybe not in the way I planned, but they'll work out. I am such a big seasonal reader. I just think it's so nice to fully immerse myself in the season I'm in through the books I read. I read a lot of books about magic and whimsy and just sweet little tales, and so I really like to incorporate the seasons. But I'm not buying books right now. I just have so many that I haven't read yet, so I'm really trying to get through what I've read already before I buy more, or even before I get more from the library. I just really want to work through what I have because I tend to be a little book dragon and just bring in a bunch of books, and I really need to go through them. But there's one book that I've been wanting to read for so long, probably all of last year. It was my most anticipated read, but I didn't want to buy it. I didn't want to get it from the library. I want to focus on what I have, but I kept just really thinking about it because I think I'm really gonna like it, and I've heard amazing things about it. And it just so happens that my friend asked me if I wanted her copy. She didn't even know how badly I wanted to read it, but she just thought I would really like it, and so she gave it to me. It's Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and I am so excited. It just happened to fall into my lap, essentially, and so now I get to read it because I own it, and I'm so excited. But this is going to be probably the first of many spring reads for me, so I just think it would be perfect to be sitting in a little meadow, or even sitting inside with the windows open, a little bit of a breeze, just letting the magic of this book take over. Reading is just so special to me. I love being able to immerse myself in a story, but also in the season that I'm in. It makes me appreciate seasons a little bit more. So I'm really, really excited for spring reads. I feel like between spring and autumn are probably the seasons where I love to read seasonally the most. Spring is just that fresh, exciting, floral, new feeling, and I'm so excited to read stuff that feels like that. I just love spring for its ability to enchant me, wake me up, make me feel fluttery inside and excited and warm, and books really help with that. I can't tell you how crazy it is that I have been waiting to read this book, and I just got it. You really get what you ask for. Reading is truly one of my favorite parts of my day, whether I'm sitting down with a nonfiction book in the morning or I'm winding down with fiction in the evening. I love being whisked away and going on adventures, and there's no better time for a new adventure than the season of fresh starts. Using water fresh from the spring clouds, I wanted to enjoy the process of painting, of creating, without the pressure of it being anything. Just painting without any real goal in mind. I normally only create fully finished pieces, but recently I got a brand new sketchbook that I want to use just to find joy in the process. The buds on the trees and scattering the bushes are reminding me that things don't have to be complete in order to have value. Those young sprouts and little signs of spring are what give us hope after a cold, dark winter. They don't need to be more than what they are. So I felt inspired to pick up a brush and just go with it. This is just a loose interpretation of how early spring flowers make me feel. Building layer after layer of what comes up as the earth begins to thaw. I think my heart enjoyed this process more than some pieces I've really planned out. To me, this is exactly what spring feels like. Feeling the sun on a windy day, opening a new book, the smell of rain, painting just for fun. Keeping your heart light and enjoying small moments. That is the feeling of spring. I really love all the seasons.